As I was getting ready to speak today, I reflected on all that I had experienced and learned in my 26 years of life that have influenced me to pursue a doctoral degree in counseling psychology. At age 16, my life changed when I was confronted with the reality that my undocumented status was not only the cause of fear of deportation as a child, but also a barrier to continuing my education. When I inquired about what I needed to go to college, I was told that since I was born in Mexico and had come here legally with my parents at the age of 6, I was not eligible for financial aid like my fellow classmates. I didn't allow this to stop me, and I didn't allow this huge barrier and stressor to stop me in my educational journey, and I just reconsidered my options. This is where if AVID was not in my life, I would have stopped my college dream and probably would not be here today. Now, 13 years later, since I started AVID, I still have not been able to figure out who recommended me to be in the AVID program. I like to think it was an angel taking care of me. I come from a low socioeconomic family background with English as a second language difficulties. No one in my family received a higher education than an elementary school diploma in Mexico. But AVID reinforced that this did not have to be a reason why I didn't go to college. So the responsibility for breaking the cycle of low education in my family fell upon me. AVID made my high school experience more successful and increased my self-confidence. Even as a teenager, I was deeply concerned about the needs of students like me that deserved a higher quality of education but could not because of systemic barriers and challenges. I realized we needed more mentors of color that needed to provide guidance and motivation to students like me, and I decided that one day I would become one. AVID's weekly motivational speakers and exercises had a significant meaning in my life. This allowed me to see myself reflected in some of these individuals and start believing that I too could go to college. Most importantly, it made me believe in myself and that I was capable of more. I have to confess, at first, the raise in expectations was difficult and even frustrating for me. But when I noticed the unconditional support from my AVID teacher, Ms. Bonhauer, I started to believe I could rise to the challenge. Before AVID, I would have never dreamed of being in AP classes. I thought those were only for students different than me. AVID tried to break historical systemic barriers such as discrimination, racism, and lack of exposure to these courses. I still have fond memories of my fellow classmates and I studying for those hard exams, and I am still perplexed by those wonderful learning experiences and actually being in those classes. Fortunately, I was admitted to the only school I applied to, California Polytechnic State University, and received my bachelor's in psychology. Since it was only 30 miles away, I could live at home and save some money. I worked as an AVID tutor, peer mentor, and continued to clean homes with my mother to pay for my own tuition. My strong desire and determination, along with using the study skills I learned in AVID, helped me maintain above a 3.5 GPA and get my bachelor's in psychology in only 3 years, while working more than 25 hours a week. I guess AVID's push to learn time management, take effective notes, and think critically really paid off. My bicultural self-exploration, my loving and supporting family, and my involvement in AVID not only clarified my personal identities, but my career goals. As an immigrant myself, and having experience living in two cultures, I developed an interest in studying the psychological conflicts and processes that one goes through to find cultural identity. In addition to researching the immigration experience, including adaptation, acculturation, resilience, and protective factors associated with it. Despite many civil rights movements, I learned firsthand that many immigrants are denied the opportunity of higher education, but AVID helped me overcome these odds. My career journey has not been easy, with many sacrifices and hard work, but AVID and my AVID mentor taught me that with hard work and having the tools and support, I could overcome any barriers that got in my way. After completing my master's in marriage and family therapy and providing many hours of clinical experience, I was certain that a PhD in counseling was right for me. I guess AVID really pushed me to love school, huh? I just can't get enough of it. Obtaining a master's degree in psychology was just the first step towards the goal of performing significant and effective research and clinical work within multicultural psychology. I am currently third year in the doctoral program at the University of California, Santa Barbara. My goal in obtaining a PhD in psychology is to continue this research and to contribute to the current psychology literature, in that it will provide significant information regarding multicultural psychology and resilience in a population that's been understudied. I also perform a wide range of therapy modalities, such as individual, family, couple, and group counseling in different community settings, and I love it. I perceive my future role of one of service to the community. Working within the Latino community, I have seen firsthand the needs and desire of this population to get services, whether by therapy or research. My goal is to provide culturally competent, multilingual, and multicultural counseling and research to this population. I want to change lives and contribute to the psychology field. I will use my passion, knowledge, and education to help this underserved population. AVID has been an angel in my life and in my family's life, and I thank God every day for being able to be part of this family. If it wouldn't be for teachers, staff, and mentors like yourselves, I would too have been a statistic in the achievement gap. Thank you for all your passion, energy, and time spent to help students like me achieve not only their college dreams, but their life's dreams. I, along with many of my fellow students, am a personification of AVID's mission statement. AVID transformed my life to one of confidence, service, and empowerment. I thank you and my family always.